Dear students, now let's see comparison of system of rice intensification and conventional method of rice cultivation. So, first one we will see spacing. The first character is spacing. In conventional method, we are adopting rectangular method, that is spacing is 15 × 10 centimeter. Whereas system of rice intensification method, we are adopting square method, that is 25 by 25 centimeter. Okay, here we are adopting square method. Here in conventional method we are adopting rectangular method, and here it is square method. Next one is number of plants per square meter. Number of plants per square meter. In conventional method, the number of plants per square meter is 66, whereas in system of rice intensification, we are maintaining number of plants per square meter is 16. You see, just we are maintaining plant population 16 per square meter. The next one is number of seedlings per hill. Number of seedlings per hill. So, in conventional method, we are planting 3 plants per hill, 3, whereas in SRM method, we are adopting single seedling method. So, we are planting single seedlings in a hill. So, here we are using only 1 seedlings per hill. Next one is number of plants per hectare. So, this number of plants per hectare can be determined by calculating plant population. So, we already know what is the spacing for conventional method and what is the spacing for system of rice intensification method. So, we can calculate plant population by using spacing between rows and plants. First, we will do for conventional method. So, what is the spacing for conventional method? That is 15 by 10 centimeter. So, and you all know what is the square meter for 1 hectare. So, for 1 hectare, that is 10,000 square meter, isn't it? Then spacing is 15 by 10 centimeter. Okay. So, here we are using in meter, but here the denominator is centimeter. So, this centimeter should be changed into meter. Okay. So, now when we are converting into meter, now you see 0.15 × 0.1 meter. Okay. Now will come 0.015. Okay. So, this unit we can use. $10,000 and 0.015. So, now we will get 6,66,666 plants per hectare. Okay. So, in conventional method the plant population would be 6,66,666. Similarly, we can calculate for SRI method also. (10,000 square meter) and this is 25 into 25 centimeter. Okay. Now, this centimeter should be converted into square meter. So, for that we have to change centimeter into meter. Okay. So, now this will become now this will become 0.0625 and the answer will be 1,60,000 plant population. So, in SRI we are maintaining 1,60,000 plant population. Okay. Then seed requirement. The next one is seed requirement. In conventional method, we are using 50 kg per hectare. 50 kg per hectare, whereas in SRI method, we are adopting very low seed rate and it is 5 to 7 kg only. Okay, 5 to 7 kilogram seeds in SRI method. Next one is number of hills required per square meter. Number of hills per square meter. Okay. So, in conventional method, the number of hills per square meter will be 50, and in SRI, since we are adopting wider spacing between plant to plant and row to row spacing, we required only 16 hills per square meter. Okay. So, this is all about comparison between conventional method and system of rice intensification method. You see the spacing here rectangular spacing, but here square planting spacing, and the number of plants per square meter is here 66, but 16 number of plants per square meter. Then third one is number of seedlings per hill. In conventional method, we are adopting only 3 and here only single seedlings. And the number of plants per hectare, in conventional method, the plant population will be 6,66,666, whereas in SRI, here the plant population will be 1,60,000 only. Next one is seed requirement. In conventional method, the farmers adopting about 50 kg per hectare, whereas SRI, the seed rate will be only 5 to 7 kg per hectare. Then next one is number of hills per square meter. In conventional method, the number of hills per square meter is 15 and in SRI method it is 16. So, this is all about comparison between SRI and conventional method. Next one is advantage of system of rice intensification method. So, in SRI method, there are number of advantages as compared to conventional methods. The first and foremost advantage is saving in seed requirement. Saving in seed requirement. Okay, saving in seed requirement. Since single seedling used at wider spacing, we required low seed rate. single seedlings, single seedling and at wider spacing. Okay, so we required low seed requirement. Next one is increased tillering. Increased tillering. In SRI method, plants produced more number of tillers as compared to conventional methods. In SRI method, single plant produced normally 30 tillerings per plants. So fairly easy to achieve tillers per plant. Under well managed SRI condition, sometimes plant produce more than 50 tillers also. Okay, so normally any plants under SRI method produce 30 tillers, but well managed SRI condition, the plant can achieve more than 50 tillers per plant. The next advantage is profused root growth. Profused root growth. Okay. In SRI method, we using conoweeder. Okay. So implementation of this conoweeder, it control the weeds. Simultaneously it aerate the soil. Aerate soil also. So it facilitates produce more number of roots as compared to conventional methods. You can find clear cut difference between SRI and conventional method seedlings. In SRI method, plant produce numerous amount of fresh roots than conventional methods. And fourth one is reduction in nursery area and duration. Okay, so this is also one of the major advantage in system of rice intensification SRI method. So in SRI, the nursery area we required just 100 square meter. 100 square meter, whereas conventional method the nursery area is required about 1000 square meter. Okay, 1000 square meter in conventional methods, whereas in SRI we required only 100 square meters, whereas and the duration. Okay, so in SRI we are establishing seedlings about 12 days. Okay, so seedlings occupied in SRI method only 12 days, whereas in conventional method the seedlings occupied in nursery area is more than 20 days, and sometimes it may extend up to 30 days also. 20 to 30 days. Okay, so fifth advantage is water saving. Water saving. Okay, so in SRI we can save the water up to 35 to 40% as compared to conventional method of rice cultivation. So here we can save the water by 35 to 40% as compared to conventional method of rice cultivation. Sixth one is less lodging. You see, SRI method create favorable condition for growth of plants and root formation, results in less lodging, or you can say it's highly resistant to lodging. Seventh principle is reduce chemical fertilizers. Reduce chemical fertilizer. Okay. Since SRI using more amount of organic manures, it decrease the rate of chemical fertilizer application. Another one thing that for nitrogen management, we are applying, for nitrogen management we are using leaf color chart. That means when plants require nitrogen, then only we are applying fertilizers. The next advantage is increase yield up to 25%. Increase yield up to 25%. Okay. So certainly SRI method could produce more yield as compared to conventional methods. So these are the major advantages of system of rice intensification. Okay. If you like this video, you like, share, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for regular updating. Thank you.